And welcome back to another Cup of Joe.
And Dakota.
Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. And we're almost halfway through this beautiful month of June, the month of legends.
This guy's full of himself.
In case you don't know why June is the month of legends, because
You're gonna find out next Sunday. We won't let Joe toot his own horn.
all right, we'll talk about next Sunday. And today we're going to discuss Dakota's outdoor adventure.
It was an adventure indeed, Joe. It was an adventure indeed. But you guys, I got some cool info for you.
I want to chat about this week's newsletter.
Coffee getting to you already, Joe?
Man, I've been doing yard work all day long.
That's rough.
Or all morning long, whatever it is.
Yeah,
so today's still young.
thing,
I will be doing yard work all day long.
That's rough. I don't envy you on that one.
And we're going to talk about our newsletter's main title, Hills and Mountains. It's a little bit different.
It's kind of fun.
It's different.
I wouldn't say a different perspective on things, but something to think about.
I think it's more awareness. Just being aware.
I do like that. Awareness is a good word for that one, Joe.
And one more cow coffee. We're trying the pea beans.
Peaberry. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, Kauai coffee's still better. I'm saying it. I said it last week we had Kauai coffee.
Yes.
Why every time, ladies and gentlemen, that one happens, I'm not looking at the camera. I don't even mean to. The times I want to, doesn't happen. I don't. See, again, didn't mean to. Anyway, Kauai coffee's better. I said it last week. We'll talk more about the coffee in a second.
While you were spazzazz here. So Peaberry beans.
Peaberry beans.
Outdoor adventures.
Outdoor adventures.
Let's start with outdoor adventures. Okay, not all the outdoor adventures.
Yeah, I'm not going to disclose
The KILT BEARDCO meaningful.
What happens
outdoor.
in the desert stays in the desert, Joe. But one thing I will bring with you guys, Outdoor Bivouac did its job. If you're like me and you hate, I loathe flying insects.
Loath, okay.
They're the absolute little terrible creature. Anyway, not going to go on that rant. Anyway, if you dislike bugs as much as I do, Outdoor Bivouac's going to save your life. I was out there, Joe. I was bathing in this shit.
I'm glad I was not there.
Like, I put it in my beard. I took it and I was rubbing it on my head. Rubbed it on my arms. I had my shirt undone.
So basically you're bathing in it.
Dude, like I said, I rubbed it on my legs. I was having a good time. Anyway, the one place those little bastards found that I did not put it on, Joe, my freaking ears. They kept dive bombing my ears like it was, like you said earlier, the Death Star. That one little, Joe,
Those little kamikaze buggers.
But other than that, they didn't.
So no bites?
I am biteless.
Nothing nested in your face, your beard? or
No,
anything?
nothing nested in
Oh,
nothing.
that's good.
No.
So it looks like it did what it's supposed to do, right?
To a T.
Nice.
To a T. I would highly recommend it. And I even, like, there was one of the guys that was out there with us, had no facial hair. I don't think he could grow facial hair if his life depended on it. You know, if you're watching this, you know who you are. Anyway, but he asked me, he's like, what the hell are you doing, Dakota? And I'm like, I'm putting on beard oil. And he looks at me like, why? And I was like, because it keeps bugs away. And he's like, bullshit. It's like, I threw the bottle at him. I was like, try it. And he's like, well, what do I do? I said, it's good for your skin. Just rub it anywhere you put bug spray. And he sure shit rubbed it pretty much on his... use caution around the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's like, you don't want bug spray in your eyes. You don't want this in your eyes. It's not going to feel very good. But, rub it on your cheeks, your face, your chin. I mean, I wouldn't rub it on my eyeballs. Anyway, just to disclose that.
Bugs don't go in eyeballs anyways.
I mean, unless you're running, riding your... God, anyway.
And that's why I wear sunglasses.
Yeah, you just rub it on your... He rubbed it on his arms, his legs. And, dude, it's the craziest thing. That you can watch bugs come up and they're not going to, like, keep their distance, right? But they, like, come up and they're like... next time.
Right.
And then they kind of do the thing elsewhere.
Nice.
So like, I can't do anything from that. So anyway, Outdoor Bivouac, ladies and gentlemen, get you some. All you ladies out there, doesn't have a terrible scent. If we're camping already,
It's perfect for outdoors. It's
washing
perfect
your
for outdoors.
hair, per se, at least for the next 24 hours. Put it in there. It's great for your facial hair. It's gonna be great for your hair. I mean, if I had hair, I would have rubbed it through my hair too. But hi guys, how you doing?
Bald and bearded.
Anyway. Bald and bearded. Bald is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing some outdoor adventures here pretty soon.
Joe?
Doing some national park adventures.
You take that outdoor bivouac and you pack that shit first.
Oh, no, I'm me, the kids, the wife, going to bring a couple bottles of that.
You'd be stupid not to. I'm telling you that much right now, Joe.
I mean, obviously, this is not a spray. So you don't put this on your clothes. Well, like a bug spray, you can put spray on your clothes and everything,
Yeah, I mean,
like on your hat or something like that. This is not for your clothes. This is for your skin, where you like your exposed features, like your face, your neck, your hands, your ankles, your legs. Things
like I said,
that.
I had my shirt unbuttoned too. My chest was all out.
And
I rubbed it on my chest just because bugs could get there. But I mean, don't spray on. Don't put it on your clothes. Don't do that. We don't want to. No.
I want a quick comment. So Beards and Gear has taken a pause because we're going to be doing a little bit of traveling here. Going to be going to some of these national parks, which are going to be future features of Beards and Gear. So if you do watch both these episodes, just let you know that we'll be coming back probably in July sometime here.
We're missing him, Joe.
It's going to have a lot of editing to do.
That's okay.
So stay tuned. They should be pretty cool and fun. I'm excited to go to the national parks, and that's on my bucket list to hit these national parks up.
Maybe. If you're watching this out there and you watch both videos, leave us a comment down below. Go over to one of the Beards and Gear videos. Leave Joe a comment. You should do this. You should do that. You maybe feature this. If you got any ideas, leave them down in the comments.
Also, what kind of gear do you use when you're outdoors there that you would suggest that
Help
we
this
try?
guy out. He's got a whole family he's taking with him. Think of the children.
I'm taking my dog too.
Oh, and the dog. Oh, good Lord, Joe.
This is going to be
This guy is going to need all
a
the
family
help he needs.
vacation adventure.
Please help Joe out.
Yeah, we're going to Bryce Canyon National Park. We're going to Petrified Forest National Park and Grand Canyon National Park.
That sounds hot.
I love the hot weather. I know you're the opposite, but I love the hot weather. Hot weather.
I mean, I like hot water too.
Hot weather. Hot weather's awesome. I like it, but anyways, don't want to go too far.
Agree to disagree on that one. Anyway,
Yeah, don't want to go too far off track on that. But in case you are watching both of these, that will be back sometime in July.
Beards and Gears coming back.
But speaking of going outdoors, what about those hills and mountains in our life that we got to climb to get to where we want to go to either have a meaningful life, do meaningful work, be the best you can be, provide for your family, all the way down the line.
I think it's realizing the difference between the two.
Okay.
Right? Like you said, being aware.
Right. Being aware is important, I think.
It's realizing which ones are the hills and which ones are the mountains.
So give me an example of the hills.
I mean, I don't know, damn, why you gotta put me on the spot like that? But I'm
Just for you, just in your daily life.
in my daily life, right? Like a hill would be, I would say, trying to figure out a good time, like what time I'm gonna get done and see what else I can do in the day. Maybe do I need to mow the lawn? Do I need to clean the backyard up? Do I need to do the dishes? Trying to add that into my day, figuring out those little hills. Something that's not, and these are little hills, right? These are, we talked about it before the video, and there's little hills, there's medium hills, and then we got the mountains, right? I'm thinking little hills, right? So little things that you have to put in effort, not a ton of effort, but you got to put in some effort. It's got to take, it's going to take some time out of your day to do.
Right.
So that's a little hill. Right, like a medium hill, and maybe put in some effort. You got to put in a couple days.
I didn't say some hills you got to put in a couple months even.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm thinking really, really small hills then.
I think some hills are a matter of the effort to obtain a goal.
Would you per se say these guys
So-
are some hills?
So
Some trial and effort, trial and error, maybe a little more effort sometimes. You got to put in.
So in case you don't know what it takes to create a product from the idea to concept to trial and error to labeling to everything else that goes in between that to actually get it to you for your beard.
It's not an overnight process.
So these would be hills.
It could be an overnight idea,
Right.
But it's not an overnight process.
How this could be in conjunction as what I would call a saddle of hills is that the perfect one would be outdoor bivouac. How we first started that one. I guess we can tie that in since we talked about outdoor bivouac today. Where
I would almost compare outdoor bivouac to more of a mountain.
You think so?
That one was an uphill battle. Like when I think of mountain,
I think because you got the first.
what
set of
we
them all.
went through with that was. Maybe we'll talk about that in a later video about the whole
story.
experience behind outdoor bivouac. Let's just put it this way, ladies and gentlemen. What you get today is leaps and bounds better than where it started.
Fair enough. you're all staring off there like, yeah, I remember that one.
There was
a little scar on the arm there.
Yeah, it's. I would say if we're gonna compare anything to like the hills and valleys, I would say just take Breaking Beard.
Yeah.
I think a perfect example because there was a couple iterations of Breaking
Right,
Beard,
right.
but they were all, you kind of had to, we had to talk about it. We had to collaborate. Oh, it has too much of this or it has too much of that, right?
Right.
Okay, got over that, and then the next one. And I was like, oh, it's missing this, right? And so you go to the next one. So, excuse me, we had these little rolling hills, right? So that you had some positives and you had some lows, right? So we were going up and down.
Right.
I would say outdoor bivouac was more of a trial and error, try another, right? Like there seemed to be a lot of, oh, this is terrible. This is bad. This could be right. Like I feel like with Breaking Beard, there was more. This could be it, but could we make it a little better? This could be it. We can make it right.
Sure.
You know.
I also would say, in comparison, a mountain could be like building, like how we got from a beard oil to a beard oil and a balm, then to a beard oil and a balm and a butter for that.
This is true. I would agree with you on that one.
So those are 3 hills that just monumentally over a year's time, was a mountain's worth of work.
Yes.
And trial and error and everything. So then related to just your everyday work life, like if you are trying to climb the corporate ladder, if that's what they call it still, like I get lost on that one, and I'm not even going to go down that hill or down that road. Not that hill. We're talking about hills.
This guy's committed. He is committed to what we're talking about.
But you gotta know if you're climbing a mountain or a hill. Like if you're gaining skills to improve yourself, to get an obtainable position, team, title, salary, something that you can obtain for sure. Like you put the work in, you can get it. Then that would be hills. A mountain would be like if you're making leaps and bounds, or you're working for something for let's say you're a manager and you're trying to be a VP one day. You're working up a mountain right there. That's a mountain's worth of work. That could be 1 year if you're a completely high-speed person. It could be a decade plus, because there's it's a big organization.
I feel like almost a mountain could be, Joe, if there isn't a obvious obtainable end, right? Like with Outdoor Bivouac, we knew what we wanted to accomplish,
right?
But we weren't sure if we could,
right?
Like with creating this brand, there wasn't. It was an idea. We had an obtainable idea.
Right.
That's all it was an idea. Right now, it seems to be working. We're climbing up that. It's still a hill we're going. Right?
Oh yeah,
mountain we're going up, right? But like without Breaking Beard, we just wanted a good smelly beard oil. Like it's pretty easily obtainable. You can see the end on that one. It's a hill,
right?
Back to that corporate thing. If you just want to get a job, okay, cool. It's obtainable. Right? If you want to get a job, move up the ladder, X, Y, and Z, you want to be the VP of that company.
Right.
Yeah, you can see the end thing, but you got to do X, Y, and Z to make sure you can get there.
Right.
I don't know. Something to think about. You don't want to really put the effort for a mountain in for a hill.
Well, I just think that you have to to be aware and know that hills are usually a short to mid game, and a mountain's more like a long game plan. And then we could be able to shoot for the moon, where most likely you're not going to get there, but you had something that you were working towards. It keeps you going.
Sometimes
it keeps you going.
Are great to have to.
Yeah, sometimes you hit them.
Might as well. Always shoot for the moon.
So, speaking of hills and mountains, what are your thoughts? What hills and mountains are you trying to climb right now? Do you have any other perspectives to add to this idea of hills and mountains? We'd love to hear it. And if you have a moment, we'd love to subscribe.
Like?
Well, I'll take it.
Like it.
But we appreciate you watching, and a subscribe and a like, and even a comment would really help.
Comments are dope.
And
comments are great.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Coffee, yeah.
Speaking of just being good, being all right.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So Joe's trying to tempt me with these. These are great. These are fantastic.
Dark chocolate covered coffee.
Amazing. Now, bring you guys back a little before we go to that point, Joe.
Okay.
I know. We had one before the video. Oh my God.
Okay.
But cool coffee. Cow. Coffee right here. This stuff. It's the same as Kona coffee. Peaberry is good. It's good. It's not Kauai coffee though. Oh, you guys know that I went out on a very, very unsturdy limb and said Kauai coffee is the best coffee we've had yet. These guys didn't prove me otherwise. It's good. It's a good cappuccino.
So the story.
The Kauai one was just so, it was so elegant in the mouth. It felt great. It tasted even better. This one's a little more acidic for me. It doesn't quite have quite the fullness the Kauai one did. It's just not as good.
So
It's still great though. I mean, it's Hawaiian coffee.
So this coffee is grown, hand-picked and milled on the slopes of Mauna Loa, the largest volcano on Earth, rising 13,679 feet above the Pacific Ocean.
You can taste the fact that it is from volcanic rock. I don't know how to explain it, but there is something to that. It does have a different flavor profile.
So this has gained international tasting awards, by the way.
I mean, have they had Kauai coffee? Because I mean, it would kick this one out of the water.
So,
That's fine.
But
You like that? That was good.
But once again, hand-picked. It's a tedious job to get this bean. That's why it's a little bit more pricey.
I'm not telling anybody not to go buy it. I mean, it's delicious still. It just, if you really want to spend the money, Kauai coffee. But that's enough for me. Joe, what do you got to say on this one? What is your take on cow coffee?
So
Peaberry cow coffee, to be exact. And remember, the Peaberry is a imperfection,
right,
in the coffee bean, or excuse me, the coffee cherry. When there is not one but two beans in there, you get two. Or no. You usually get two. This one only has one. That's what it is. That's what it is. Tastes great, just not as good as the Kauai. Anyway, that's, again.
So I wish
got,
I wish I had the Kona Peaberry next to this one to see if there's differences in the tube, because that was like 3 weeks ago.
From my memory, it's the same.
I do like the acidity more.
Yeah,
So
weirdo.
I do like the acidity more.
Remember, the Kauai coffee had a little acidity. I said it was my favorite one.
But this has more acidity, but it's not the burning heartburn acidity,
It's the,
like it's not that type of acidity. There are others that we've had that are like that. That will burn right here later on.
no, none of that.
I just probably hit my microphone so hard with my finger right there.
It's almost like a, I would, like I said, the Kauai, or not the Kauai, the Hawaiian coffee, it being the volcanic soil and whatnot, there is something to the acidity that it is mellowed yet prominent.
Right.
Like it just kind of almost, it's like almost like it cleanses the palate.
Yep.
And then you get the coffee. Right? Like the acidity has to come through and be like, move, bitch. Coffee.
It's like you're
I don't
you're tasting something familiar, but different at the same time. Like we know it's coffee, but somehow it just tastes a little bit different. And I think we've said this over the course of the past few weeks now. They're not trying to get you with like different like Coke and hints of toasted somethings, graham cracker.
It's coffee. There you go.
It's coffee that tastes like coffee from the land, basically, which I think is real different compared to these other states that we've visited so far yet. And I think it's very unique. So, yeah.
Kauai coffee's still better.
I don't have a favorite one of the three. Actually, I'm going to wait till the end of the month to say what one I like the best. We still have one more to go.
One very special one.
A pretty special one, I think.
We,
I think they've all been special, but that one's pretty special.
I want to, there's one magical other type of coffee that we haven't had this month, Joe. And if you've been an avid watcher of these videos, it's not that hard to figure out what we haven't had. So, get ready for next week, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a crazy episode. It's going to be a fun episode. We may have some celebrating, we may not. May have a little more energetic Dakota, because we all know what happens when I have that specific type of coffee. But anyway, at the end of the day, chocolate covered coffee beans are the best. Joe, let's fucking have one. Oh my god, here. There you go, Joe. So,
dark chocolate.
Go get you a bag of these. I'm gonna eat the whole thing. Oh.
So in case you've never had a chocolate covered coffee bean, when you chew this, you gotta take a sip of your coffee afterwards or during. Totally enhances, creates a whole different dynamic for your coffee, hot or cold, if you want. Whole different dynamic.
If you don't like dark chocolate, grow up. I love you all, but grow up. I'm telling you right now, those, you need a bag in your life. I don't even care if it's from Hawaii. It doesn't even have to be these ones. If you see dark chocolate covered coffee beans, go get them now.
Legit.
Go get them now.
Legit.
If Costco sold these, they don't sell. I've never seen them at Costco, but somebody would have to take them away from me, because those Those. It says, "Go treat yourself, delight and shock your taste buds." I could not agree more with that statement. It is delightful and shocking to the taste buds.
Good stuff.
Anyway, I think we've talked enough this episode, Joe.
Yeah.
Two things.
Like, subscribe. We appreciate it.
If you want to get a little more of interest, that's all I'm going to ask you to do. But if you want to get more of interest, leave us a comment down below. Have you had any of these coffees we've tried so far from Hawaii? I know we've had a couple island exclusives.
Right.
This one is not one of them.
Are we missing one that we should have had that we haven't tried yet?
What he said. Did we miss one? Let us know which one. Maybe we might just have to do something crazy and extend it into July. Maybe we need to stay in Hawaii. If enough of you comment certain coffees that we missed,
stay in paradise.
We might have to stay on island time. I didn't wear my island clothing today, but I might bring it back. We might get crazy. But anyway, like, subscribe, helps us tremendously. Go get you a bottle of this if you're going camping, hiking, even if you're going out on the boat.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Oh my dude, perfect. Gonna keep the bugs away from your face. And like I said, you don't have to just put it on your beard. You ladies out there, get those arms covered. If you have tattoos, not gonna hurt the tattoos. Don't put on a fresh tattoo.
Yeah, don't put on a fresh tattoo.
Listen to your tattoo artist.
Don't put anything fresh
You
on
probably shouldn't be going outdoors without them being covered. So anyway, like, subscribe. We appreciate you guys, every single one of you.
Joe
and Dakota.
Have a good day.
Cheers, everybody.